convicted murderer was in court as attorneys tried to put an 11-year-old murder case into question. Ira Yarmolenko's death was shrouded in mystery in 2008, and the man who was eventually convicted, Mark Carver, has said all along that he is innocent, and now he could have a second chance to prove that. First, we want to lay out the twists and turns for anyone who might not remember this case. Ira Yarmolenko was a UNC Charlotte student who was found dead along the Catawba River in May of 2008. Mark Carver and his cousin Neil Casada were fishing nearby, and they gave statements to police. They were arrested 7 months later. Now, Casada died before this case went to trial, but ever since Carver was convicted, people have been raising questions about his attorneys, about the DNA evidence, and about whether Carver would even be able to carry out a crime like this. Gaston County reporter Ken Lemon is joining us now. And Ken, all of these questions came up again today in court.
Yeah, and today, Carver's attorney told the judge that if police would have handled the crime scene properly, there wouldn't be a need for a trial in this case. She said they let officers come and go, disrupting that crime scene, and she spent most of the day trying to drive home her point that his trial attorneys dropped the ball. Mark Carver's family gathered outside the courtroom and prayed before heading into the hearing they hoped would save him from a life sentence. The attorney for the North Carolina Center for Actual Innocence, the team fighting for his retrial, said Carver has the IQ of a first grader. She said his trial attorneys never brought that up during the 2011 trial, and they never mentioned Carver's diagnosis of carpal tunnel syndrome that would have made it impossible for him to strangle Ira Yarmolenko.
You got the wrong person in jail.
Those attorneys talked to me when Actual Innocence first made their claims 2 years ago.
I would be elated if he were released, but it's not because of our ineffectiveness.
They said they didn't feel the state proved he's guilty.
We looked at each other and said, we won this case.
Today, Carver's new attorneys from Actual Innocence called witnesses hoping to prove their point. But Carver's psychiatrist testified that Carver is a paranoid schizophrenic with a violent nature. He said he advised Carver to get rid of his gun after he shot his own son and fired shots at his ex-wife's home. Carver's attorneys also played his interrogation video with the witness, who pointed out what she says are signs of his low IQ. Just after his arrest, he told me he was only fishing in the area where Yarmolenko's body was found with her car.
I didn't go around the car and no one near the car.
But his DNA was found on Yarmolenko's car, a point that jurors said helped in his conviction. One witness from Carver's team took the stand and testified that Yarmolenko's laptop was used sometime after her body was discovered and before police seized that laptop. He says that they could have lost some valuable evidence in this case, but during cross-examination, he says, well, that might not have happened. This case, Erica, expected to last several days.
All right, thank you. Our Ken Lemon reporting live from the Gaston County Courthouse. Thank you.